In the shadows of Europe, Moldova stands as an unseen frontline in a new kind of war. One fought not with tanks and missiles, but with algorithms, whispers, and laundered cash. Here the battle lines are drawn in the digital realm and in the hearts and minds of its people, where the threat is both invisible and ever-present. Nestled between Romania and Ukraine, Moldova is the epicenter of Russia's hybrid warfare campaign, where the Kremlin seeks to derail its pro-Western path and keep it within Moscow's grasp. Its strategic location makes it a crossroads of influence, a place where East and West collide, and where the future of democracy in the region hangs in the balance. The attacks are relentless: cyber attacks, AI-driven disinformation, and covert financial manipulation. Every day, Moldovans face a barrage of fake news, digital sabotage, and shadowy money flows designed to destabilize their society and erode trust in their institutions. Moldova's struggle is not just local, it's a warning for democracies everywhere. The same tactics used here could be unleashed anywhere, threatening the foundations of free societies far beyond these borders. The tactics tested here are part of a global playbook, ready to be deployed against any nation. Moldova is a proving ground, a laboratory for the future of information warfare and political subversion. By watching Moldova's fight, its resilience, alliances, and innovations, we learn how to defend democracy itself. The courage of its people, the strength of its partnerships, and the creativity of its responses offer lessons for the world. This story is not just about vulnerability, but about extraordinary resistance and the daily active struggle to remain free. Moldovans refuse to be passive victims. They are determined to shape their own destiny, no matter the odds. Moldova's experience is a living lesson. Resilience is not passive but a constant collective effort. It is built in classrooms, in community halls, and on the streets, where ordinary people come together to protect their future. Understanding Moldova is understanding the future of democratic defense. In its struggle, we see both the dangers and the hope that define our era. A reminder that the fight for freedom is never over, and that every front line, seen or unseen, matters. Hybrid threats are not just jargon, they're a daily reality for Moldovans. Imagine a war fought everywhere in your newsfeed, at the market, in the sudden crash of a government website. Russia's hybrid strategy blends military posturing, economic blackmail, cyber attacks, and disinformation, all designed to destabilize, confuse, and divide. The goal isn't territorial conquest, but to paralyze the state and erode trust in democracy. In Moldova, fake news targets rural values, TikTok influencers push Soviet nostalgia, and real grievances are weaponized. Hybrid warfare is a war on truth, aiming to make people doubt everything and give up on democracy. Moldova's fight is about preserving a shared reality where democracy can survive. Moldova's elections have become ground zero for digital warfare. In recent years, this small Eastern European nation has found itself at the epicenter of a relentless cyber onslaught, where every vote and every voice is a target. In 2025, a massive DDoS attack crippled the Central Electoral Commission just before voting, aiming to disrupt and delegitimize the process. The attack was swift and calculated, flooding servers with traffic and leaving officials scrambling to restore order as the world watched. This was part of a broader pattern. Russian-backed influence operations, like the $39 million scheme in 2024, used text messages, Telegram, and paid networks to buy votes and spread chaos. These campaigns targeted not just politicians, but ordinary citizens, sowing confusion and mistrust at every level of society. The tactics evolved. AI-generated deepfakes, viral disinformation, and sophisticated bots flood social media feeds, making it nearly impossible to distinguish fact from fiction. Every day, new videos and articles appear, designed to manipulate emotions and polarize communities. And now, coordinated street violence blends digital and physical threats. Online calls to action turn into real-world clashes as protesters and police face off in the streets, their actions amplified and distorted by online narratives. For every fake account shut down, more appear. The networks behind them are vast and persistent, adapting to every attempt at control. For every lie debunked, new ones emerge. Fact-checkers work around the clock, but the sheer volume of misinformation threatens to overwhelm even the most vigilant defenders of truth. The goal is exhaustion and helplessness, to make defending truth seem futile. Citizens grow weary, bombarded by conflicting stories and manipulated images, unsure who or what to trust. Yet Moldova adapts, turning each attack into a lesson in digital resilience. Cybersecurity teams and government officials work tirelessly, learning from every breach and building stronger defenses. The country is forging new defenses, learning to outpace and outsmart its adversaries. With every challenge, Moldova's resolve grows, inspiring others facing similar threats. Moldova's digital siege is a warning and a blueprint for democracies everywhere. The lessons learned here echo far beyond its borders, offering hope and strategy to nations under threat. The battle for truth is relentless, but Moldova refuses to yield. In the face of overwhelming odds, its people stand united, determined to defend their democracy, online and off. Russia's campaign in Moldova is a masterclass in targeted subversion. The Kremlin exploits Moldova's real divisions, ethnic, economic, and cultural, tailoring propaganda for each group. Russian TV dominates in regions like Transnistria, while social media and local proxies amplify Kremlin narratives everywhere else. Oligarch Ilan Shor's media empire churns out content, creating echo chambers where lies become accepted truth. Russia also manipulates democracy itself, funding pro-Moscow parties, fake NGOs, and orchestrating paid protests to simulate popular unrest. These tactics turn Moldova's freedoms into vulnerabilities, using openness as a weapon. The strategy is precise, cynical, and deeply embedded in the fabric of Moldovan society. Moldova's challenge is to defend its democracy without sacrificing the very freedoms under attack. The lesson: subversion thrives where division and distrust already exist. Russia's hybrid war in Moldova is powered by money as much as misinformation. Oligarch networks like Ilan Shor's buy loyalty with concerts, food parcels, and direct payments, building a parallel pro-Russian ecosystem. Vote-buying schemes use encrypted apps and Russian banks, making illicit funds nearly impossible to trace. This transforms politics into a transaction, eroding the value of a vote and deepening social divides. The most vulnerable are targeted, their desperation exploited for political gain. Moldova's defense must go beyond cybersecurity, addressing corruption, financial crime, and the root causes of economic despair. Moldova is fighting back with innovation and resolve. The Center for Strategic Communication and Combating Disinformation leads the charge, exposing malign influence and inoculating the public against falsehoods. Law enforcement targets the financial networks behind vote buying and protests, disrupting the flow of Russian money. Successes are hard-won, but each raid and seizure weakens the adversary's grip. The real defense, though, is systemic judicial reform, anti-corruption measures, and transparent political financing. Moldova is building trust in its institutions, making society less vulnerable to manipulation. The fight is slow and difficult, but it's the only path to lasting security. Moldova proves that a trusted, accountable democracy is the strongest shield. Moldova's pivot to the West has brought vital support from the European Union. EU-backed cybersecurity exercises and rapid response teams have helped Moldova withstand digital assaults, especially during critical elections. The 2025 joint simulation in Chisinau, involving tech giants and civil society, built real-world readiness for hybrid threats. When the Central Electoral Commission was attacked, the EU's cyber reserve provided crucial expertise and solidarity. New partnerships, like access to the EU Cybersecurity Reserve and the Regional Digital Media Observatory, deepen Moldova's defenses. For Moldova, being part of a democratic alliance is both a shield and a source of hope. Unity with Europe sends a clear message: Moldova's fight is Europe's fight too. Moldova's experience offers urgent lessons for all democracies. First, defense requires collaboration. Governments, tech companies, media, and civil society must work together. Joint exercises and real-time intelligence sharing are essential, not optional. Second, resilience means addressing root causes. Corruption, inequality, and weak institutions make societies vulnerable to hybrid threats. Third, adaptation is key. As adversaries evolve, so must defenses, through research, training, and learning from every attack. Fourth, transparency and strategic communication build public trust and inoculate citizens against manipulation. Moldova's proactive exposure of disinformation empowers people to defend their own information space. The ultimate weapon is trust, earned through openness and accountability. Moldova's blueprint is clear: resilience is built, not given. Every democracy must heed these lessons before it's too late. Moldova's story is unfinished, but its message is clear. This small nation, nestled between powerful neighbors, continues to write its own future with every passing day. The journey is not easy, and the challenges are many, but the spirit of the Moldovan people remains unbroken. Despite relentless pressure from both internal and external forces, Moldovans have chosen hope, engagement, and unity over fear and division. Their commitment to a brighter future is visible in every rally, every conversation, and every act of solidarity. Their resistance is a beacon for other nations facing hybrid threats, showing that courage and resilience can shine through even in the darkest times. Moldova shows that even small countries can mount a formidable defense with courage and allies. By forging partnerships and standing together, they prove that size does not determine strength. The answer to disinformation is transparency. Open dialogue and a free press are their shields against manipulation. To illicit money, the rule of law. To division, social cohesion. Moldova's institutions and communities are learning to work hand in hand, building trust and accountability. Moldova is rewriting the playbook of democratic defense, one based on trust, collective will, and the belief that every citizen's voice matters. Democracy is not a spectator sport. It demands daily participation and vigilance. Every vote, every conversation, and every act of civic engagement strengthens the nation's democratic fabric. Hybrid threats aim to exhaust and confuse, but Moldova's response is a call to action. Their determination inspires others to stand up for their own freedoms. The fight for democracy is never over, but Moldova proves it's a fight worth having. Each victory, no matter how small, is a step forward for all who cherish freedom. Its struggle is a reminder: defending democracy is everyone's responsibility, and together we can ensure its survival for generations to come.